The following is a presentation of UFF Sports and the Ultimate Fantasy Sports Network. We wrap up Week 3 in the American Football Legends League with a Monday night main event. It's an interdivision battle between two squads looking to go above 500. The AFLL leading rusher Eric Dickerson of Team Elite tries to outperform Beowulf's always electric Eric Metcalf. How will it play out? We are about to find out. Welcome to Primetime. It's the Elite versus Beowulf right now on the AFLL Game of the Week. Welcome, everybody, to the Game of the Week in the American Football Legends League. I'm Andy McNamara alongside Dan Esposito. Dan, already Week 3, if you can believe it. We got a good one tonight, man. We got a good one tonight. It is the Elite versus Team Beowulf in a Walter Camp Division showdown. This should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this game. This game features some really strong running backs and also a father-son duo running back team. So I'm really excited to see how they spread out the running back committee in this game on both sides of the ball.
Well, I'm with you because you have the AFLL leading rusher in Eric Dickerson on the Elite, and that combo you're talking about is our own digital athlete superstar Eric Metcalf and his father Terry in that backfield, mixing it up. You got O.J. Simpson there as well. Couple of great quarterbacks and some strong defenses. So, Dan, let's get to your keys to the game, the expose.
Absolutely. So I really, looking at this is, as a football fan, as a former running back, this is really one of the most exciting games we're going to see all year. So Espo say that there are many keys to this game, but this game features 3 2,000-yard rushers in OJ, Eric Dickerson, and Terrell Davis. Team Elite has 2 of them in Eric Dickerson and Terrell Davis, and that is an unprecedented backfield in any league. We've also got 2 of the greatest passers from the same era in Bart Starr and Johnny Unitas. Both of them very late round draft picks who wanted to become some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But what I really think this comes down to is running the ball. Team Beowulf features O.J. Simpson, the first 2,000-yard rusher. If O.J. can slice through the Elite defense and keep them on their toes, then Bart Starr should be able to get some passes off to a very solid receiving corps. Beowulf also features Big Willie Roaf, a guy I played with in New Orleans. He went on to Kansas City after we played and blocked for some of the greatest running backs in their era in Jamal Charles and Priest Holmes. So that duo of Big Willie Roaf and O.J. Simpson is really something to watch, and that is my expose.
Love it. All right. Hey, folks, enough talking. It's time for the main event. It is Team Beowulf hosting the Elite in the Game of the Week right now. You can hear the crowd is hot and ready to go for this Walter Camp Division showdown. Andy McNamara alongside Dan Esposito. Let's go. It'll be David Akers kicking off for Beowulf. Team Elite on the receiving side, and it'll go for a touchback to start it off. And you mentioned it in the opening, Dan. You got Johnny Unitas, Eric Dickerson, Terrell Davis, Michael Irvin out wide, Eddie George sprinkled in too.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept here. They're only running 3 receivers, I believe, on the entire team.
Oh, and immediately a sack and a fumble. And it looks like, yes, the Elite did recover it. Wow, right off the hop. Beowulf coming in hot there.
Andy Rowe is coming in with the sack there.
The Elite set up in the I formation. Johnny steps back, and he's taken down again. Back sacks for Wolves Smedley.
Wow, that is 2 sacks in a row. That is rare. If he can get 3 here, he'll go for the very rare turkey.
Yes. And he's blowing up right now. John Gesick, the right guard of the Elite. Calling the audible. Got 2 receiver wide. Watch out for Kellen Winslow also. Johnny Nice, quick release.
grabs a couple to Jay Novacek on the left sideline. They're going to have to punt.
Yeah, I think on that one he was hoping Novacek to turn and run upfield on the sideline, but he just didn't have enough room.
Punt there for Jeff Fiegels. Will be great field position for Beowulf, and the great Eric Metcalf takes at the 35, return specialist to the 40, to the 45, and he is taken down with a big hit.
There's Eric. We had a conversation with Eric a few days ago, and I did a little research on Eric. I did not realize how fast a man he is.
Oh, absolutely. And he gets it right there on the left side, finds a corner, and cuts in for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for Beowulf. Art Starr under center. Metcalf, O.J. Simpson, Terry Metcalf are the running back trio. Watch out for Gino Marchetti, the sack specialist for the Elite. Almost got to him, deep to the right side, and it is incomplete. Nice coverage there by Jack Butler, looking for Mark Clayton. 3rd and 5. 2 wide receivers on the left. And Starr looks, and Metcalf will grab it for a first down on the right side.
So Eric Metcalf actually still holds the 100, 200, 400-yard dash records of his high school, which is an antiquated length of racing, but he still holds the triple jump and long jump record at his high school.
Wow. And he's in the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, just one of those complete athletes, and is now a Nike representative scouting track and field talent. Starr slings it to the left sideline, and Casper will grab it, gain of about 4.
The ghost, David Casper.
David Casper, the tight end.
Yep, Casper was the recipient of the Holy Roller play, if you remember that play. Raiders.
Oh.
Madden won his, the San Diego Chicken had a heart attack that day.
Oh, deep, over the middle, up top, and attacked by Jimmy Smith Jr. He hauled it down at the 1. A huge toss by Starr.
That was an amazing catch. Jimmy Smith almost didn't make it in the league. He's got a really interesting story that I'll sprinkle throughout the rest of the game.
And O.J. Simpson will put his shoulder down and carve his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Beowulf. And they'll get the extra point, 7-0.
You know, when O.J. Simpson played football in his era, they didn't wear gloves. Went gloveless.
And Dan, you're right. Back there was none of the those real sticky type of gloves. It was, you had good hands or you didn't.
Right.
Kick back, and we'll see how the Elite can respond and see how that right offensive line holds up against Andy Robustelli, who had back-to-back sacks to start this game. And Kellen Winslow to watch out. He's team leader in receiving yards. And Dickerson barrels through to the right side, gain of a couple.
You've got Dickerson running behind Hickerson. And the rest of that line is Doug Muir, Giesick, Kuchenberg, and Bob Young. I believe I played with John Giesick in Washington, actually.
Ah.
I believe. I'm not sure. A long time ago.
Right. Pistol formation with Dickerson. Leading rusher in the AFLL through 2 weeks. Play action. Unitas got rid of it just in the nick of time, and Winslow is able to haul it in for a gain of about 5. $10:32 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 Beowulf in our game of the week. A quick snap there by Unitas. And it will be caught by Rod Smith for the first down. So the Elite moving the football here.
Well, Rod Smith went undrafted out of Missouri Southern. Ended up 2-time Super Bowl champ.
We're in that I formation. And a tackle by Vaughn Johnson. on Eric Dickerson. Loss of about 1. As the first quarter ticks away, and you have Adderley, who came up for that tackle for loss. So the running game not getting that type of penetration for the league-leading rusher in Eric Dickerson right now.
Yeah, they must have been scouting them pretty good. It's interesting to watch Eric Dickerson here.
As Unitas drop back, and they are going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, Eric looks like he's still playing for the Colts in this game, actually, with the colors of Team Elite.
Yeah. And a punt by Fiegels. And they wisely keep it away from Eric Metcalf. We know how dangerous he's been able to do those 2 returns for scores against the Pittsburgh Steelers years ago.
Now, where can someone find Eric Metcalf's NFT?
Excellent question, Dan. You can go to ultimatesportsnfts.com and get your Eric Metcalf set today, your 5-set collectible. As Dave Casper made Hanford Dixon miss, shook him off, and scampered down that left sideline, tiptoeing along. Another big play, Bart Starr going deep.
That ball was dropped in there perfectly. Looked like when he was playing for the Raiders.
Out of the I formation, there's Eric Metcalf left side, and he is blown up by Len Ford. $7-0 Beowulf. Bart Starr under center. Hudson and Clayton the wideouts on the outside. 5-step drop. Yeah, and drop. Oh, Dan Hudson right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Coach is going to have him do push-ups after that drop.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe we've seen an offense quite like this yet. They're running what seems to be a line-heavy, receiver-light type of offense here.
That's right. Eric Metcalf gets the first down. Gets dropped on his neck, but does get that first down. Run of about 7. Linebacker core for Elite, Tippett, Lewis, and Nobis. With Ted Hendricks mixed in as well, now out of the I formation. Goes to Metcalf, pitch to the left. Metcalf cuts, and it is just held out at the 2.
He followed his blockers really well there, but just didn't punch it in. Typically Eric will get in there.
And again, out of the eye, and Metcalf, one more time. They kept going. Jake Scott coming out of the safety position. Getting him in the backfield for a loss. Now 3rd and goal. And a chuck. It is caught by OJ. Shakes off one tackler, and he's outside. He is at the 1. 4th and goal, and Dan, they're going for it.
Couldn't punch it in there, but he needs half an inch here. I think load up that line.
And it goes right to the juice, and he gets in. O.J. Simpson with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, Simpson lined up at fullback there. Had a very short distance to go. Linebacker's probably keying in on the tailback, but Simpson was lined up as the up back and was almost untouchable.
Had Metcalf as the decoy. Simpson with his 2nd touchdown. 14-0 Beowulf as Akers hoofs it for a touchback. And we'll see what the Elite can do. We know in this league, Dan, at the AFLL, you can score in bunches at any time, so no lead is really safe.
Right.
Looks like they're showing blitz here. The Beowulf defense loading that box. Right hip was Dickerson for Unitas. Gets the protection over the middle, and it is caught! And a big catch there for the Elite to move the chains.
In this league, it really comes down to coaching. The players are very evenly matched across the board, and strategy is really seemingly the most important factor.
Rod Smith on that previous reception. Clock keeps ticking down in this first quarter. And we'll see what answer the Elite have. 2nd and 6 on their own 46-yard line out of the I. And a pitch outside to Dickerson. Cannot make his man miss, and they're just really honing in on those edges, really taking that play action away.
Yeah, Beowulf had Herb Adderley come up, I think, on that stop, or maybe it was Cliff Harris. I wasn't able to see. One of the safeties provided real strong run support there.
When we saw a week ago, Dan, how Dickerson did exploit the opposing defense to that outside, so Beowulf has been scouting. There's Unitas. Over the middle, and it will be incomplete, and it will be a punt again for the Elite.
Yeah, they're playing it safe here. I think it's the right move. You don't want to give Beowulf too good a team field position the way OJ's running right now.
Well, that's it. He'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So 14-0. And that front line of Elite, you got the cornerback, Hanford Dixon, Jake Scott, Jack Butler in that defensive backfield out of the I with OJ and Eric Metcalf. And Hanford Dixon credited with the tackle for loss. We'll have 2nd and 9. Well, I guess he got 1 on that one. Going back to that I. Real line heavy, like you said, Dan. And that play action fooled the defense. Right side rolling out was O.J. Simpson. Gain of 15, who sold that fake handoff perfectly. Out to 39, 1st and 10. They're sticking with that run look. And give to Metcalf on the left. Metcalf finds the corner. Yes. Picks up a pair. 2nd and 8. At their own 41, Beowulf trying to tack on more. And Starr. He finds his man. Again over the top, beats the safety. Jimmy Smith Jr. The 15-10-5. Touchdown, Beowulf. Jimmy Smith over the top of the safeties again. And Bart Starr with that touchdown throw. What a bomb. PAT's good. Wow.
So earlier I was talking about how Jimmy Smith almost didn't make it into the league. He was a 2nd-round draft pick from the Cowboys, but ended up the year 4th on the depth chart. In '93, in the 2nd year, he led the team in receiving preseason, but had appendicitis, had to miss the entire season.
The entire year?
Yeah.
Jeez. But what a career he had. All right, Elite at their own 25. At Dickerson roll out to the left, but is incomplete, intended for Michael Irvin, blocked by Adderley, swatted down.
Eric Dickerson, the first 2,000-yard rusher in league history, and did it in 14 games.
Oh, what a stud. With those iconic goggles.
Right. I mean, just, any video of NFL's greatest running backs, you just watch Eric Dickerson run.
And there's Dickerson there for...
The way he runs, so smooth, standing straight up and down, looking like a sprinter in the Olympics, but just untouched so many runs in his career because he's got so much speed and had such great vision.
And Dan, I think what you said is something to make note of. He did that in 14 games as Unitas. 3-step drop out of shotgun. Right into the middle of the field to Michael Irvin. The playmaker makes one man miss, not two. Nearly gets it to the 50. Inhaled that pass.
Absolutely. So Michael Irvin thought his career was over after the neck injury, but UFFS has brought him back to life.
Yes.
New lease on his career.
He is back. He is back. He is there. Unitas pivots to the left in the pocket and had to throw it away. Felt the heat.
It was for somebody in the stands. I think he might have signed that ball and threw it in the stands for a fan.
21-0 for Beowulf. Elite trying to get on the board. Haven't called Kellen Winslow's name that much. Team leader in receiving yards. A couple touchdowns on the year. Also Eddie George, who's been lining up quite a bit on that left side, rolling him out as a weapon. High formation. Had Dickerson in the back, Terrell Davis on the lead. And tackle for a loss there.
Interesting strategy by Elite using running backs, big running backs, to play sort of a pseudo tight end wide receiver position.
Right. And that Beowulf defense just smothering so far, but they have had some success over the middle a couple of times. Most recently to Michael Irvin. Out of the shotgun. Dickerson was on the right hip. Keep coming, and he had to get it away. That right offensive line is just getting beat. Will Bastelli's been a game wrecker so far. And they will have to punt again. Will the Elite. Got pushed back after that nice catch and run by Irvin. And Fiegels, wow, what a pin. Right at the 6.
Perfect.
Excellently executed by the punter, Jeff Fiegels. We'll see what Bart Starr can do. Really, Dan, it's tough to predict because the running backs are working, and then he just kind of waits and takes a shot over the top, and he's beating those elite level safeties right now. Metcalf shook off at the ankles, did the little high step, using some of that track and field. Whoa. Not by Jim Marshall into the first quarter.
All right. So, yeah, Robustelli, he's an undersized defensive end. He's only about 230, but he is able to move, get around the 300-pound lineman here. He's doing a great job in the first quarter.
Had that 6-yard gain, and Eric Metcalf going right back up, picks up another 5. First down, moving those chains with the running backs. And, of course, the Elite defense now has to be extra conscious of Bart Starr trying to go over the middle again, maybe to Hudson or Casper. Or Smith Jr., as we saw before. Under center, yet OJ in the fullback role. There's a flag on the play. Starr to the right, incomplete, but what's the penalty? Oh, holding on Metcalf. First and 20 from their own 11. Giving everything back that they gained. Now I formation. OJ up front, Metcalf behind him. Starr with the play action. He waits. To that right sideline, going deep, and it's intercepted! It's intercepted! Elite with the pick. And Aaron Beasley.
That's Beasley.
The nickelback in this defense. Whoa!
Yeah, Aaron Beasley is one of the friends of UFFS, soon to come on board.
That's right. Aaron Beasley.
Yeah, Aaron, one of the greatest college players of all time. Very, very solid pro. And eventually is going to make it into the College Football Hall of Fame. He's been nominated, I think, 7 times.
North.
7 times. Wow. 2nd and 12, and he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars all-time list. Johnny Unitas. And he connects with Rod Smith, but only for about 3 or 4. That's really all that Beowulf is giving them. But that interception by Beasley. Have to try to get him on for a halftime interview soon, Dan.
Absolutely. Rod Smith, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, undrafted out of Missouri Southern. I don't believe he got any Division I scholarships. Missouri Southern was his only choice coming out of high school.
Out of the triplets. It's deep. It's to the end zone. And it is not caught.
Didn't get it.
Incomplete. Was looking for, I believe Eddie George was sprinting out on that side. Field goal attempt by Stover. It's up, and it is good. 51 yards, and the Elites are on the board.
If they stick with that offensive looking for an onside kick here. Maybe not. If they stick with that strategy, keep getting the ball down, and that's half of the field, I think we're going to see a close game.
It is an onside kick, and Beowulf comes up with it. So Elite trying to maybe catch Beowulf off guard. Bold attempt, but it did not pay off. Two tight end set there for Beowulf, and Bart Starr gets taken down, and it is Nobis. Tommy Nobis, the linebacker, hustled in to take down Starr for the sack. 2nd and 13 from their own 47. And it's a catch by Hudson, about 3 yards short of the first down.
I believe that's the first time we saw Don get a catch today.
Yeah. 3rd and 3, what are they going to do? Nope, not going to run it. Starr taking his shot again. It's deep, and it is caught. Are you kidding me? Double coverage. Sanders with the touchdown.
Charlie Sanders with the fly route.
Wow.
Charlie known for the speed.
Double coverage there. Beats Scott and Meter on the Elite, and it is 28-3 as Elite will get the ball back here.
Yeah, Sanders just wanted that one more than everybody else. He's a big guy at tight end.
And they like something over the middle of the field deep. Does Beowulf. See how Elite can respond here. 11:39 left. Dan, do you start pressing here a little bit? Are you looking to abandon the run? Do you stick with the game plan since it's only the second quarter?
I mean, you've got the leading rusher on your team. I think you press him a few more plays here, see how he does, see if the offensive line can get on track. But if you're halfway through this quarter and not getting any yards, you're looking at some other options.
Ooh. Oh. And Dickerson, the triplet set did not fool Beowulf as Ricky Jackson. There's a loss of a couple. On Dickerson.
Left side of that formation is getting beat up.
And it is intercepted! Intercepted! Unitas was looking for Irvin, and Cliff Harris with the INT. So right back to Beowulf. And they're going in the eye already. Starr, though. Pressure coming, and he is gobbled up. Oh, it's a flag. And it's it's a holding call. And it is a turnover, yes. So Rolf got the penalty. And it was fumbled by Starr. And so Elite gets it back. So an INT to a fumble. Defense is out of the shotgun. Dickerson on the left, Terrell Davis on the right of Unitas. Double set Smith and George. To that right side. And just incomplete off the fingertips. Elite looking to that 4 wide out set. Feeling the urgency here. Another chance. Got away with that interception. Triplets to the right. Irvin the lone wideout on the left. Going to that right sideline. And Rod Smith with 5.
Well, Rod Smith was a 2-time second-team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, 1-time reception leader. That's great for an undrafted player. Missouri Southern.
No doubt. The value. Play action with the sell, and it is inhaled by Rod Smith again. First down by Johnny Unitas. Just trying to rally the troops, pump in the chest. Splitting up those wideouts, 2 on each side. You got Winslow as well on the left. And they gave to Dickerson. Oh, did not fool that defense. Did not fool the defense.
Got about 10 minutes left in this half. And, yeah, I don't think Dickerson's going to get it done against this defense. I think Unitas has got to really just sit back there and pick these guys apart.
This He's got to try to do something with it. As Cliff Harris.
Interception.
Cliff Harris did intercept it. It looked like a delay. They reviewed it up top, and Cliff Harris with a second interception, Dan. So Harris with the INT again, going after Irvin. So Unitas, a second interception. O.J. Simpson breaks 3 tackles, and no one is going to touch him, I don't think. The 50, 45, Dixon giving chase, 10, touchdown. The Deuce is loose, and O.J. Simpson with touchdown number 3, and a Heisman pose in the end zone.
How was he able to cut through that line? No idea how he got past the defender. Just really carried him a little bit and then shook him off. That was a great run. I don't know how he got away with it.
Damn, unbelievable. 3 tacklers he ran through. My goodness. And just like that, it's 35-3. Beowulf. Things getting out of hand. We'll see how the Elite respond. Johnny Unitas, who's having to force it, has 2 interceptions.
You thought Elite's fortunes were going to turn around after that last turnover. Drive down in the red zone, and then they had another turnover, and then right back out of the game.
That's right, in the pistol. And Unitas got it to Eddie George, gain of 9. So working in the talented Eddie George into the passing game, a good idea. Probably should stay away from Cliff Harris. There's Terrell Davis, a little fullback smash with some success cutting through that line.
Almost a repeat of the O.J. Simpson play, but that last defender came up and provided support.
And of course, Richard Seymour, who will just announce he'd be inducted into the Class 2022 Pro Football Hall of Fame on that defensive line for Beowulf as the pass goes incomplete.
That's another one into the stands by Johnny U. He might be pressing a little bit.
Yeah. Down 35-3.
Yeah.
They are bringing the heat. That's still plenty of time left. That's the thing with the American Football Legends League, folks. You can score in bunches. Unitas did get it away, but he might be seeing ghosts here, Dan.
Under a lot of pressure there. You know, he's a smaller quarterback. In fact, in college, when he was getting ready to choose a college, the Notre Dame coach told him you were too skinny and you were murdered.
Well, that's why you never listen to the critics. Believe in yourself. Johnny had a pretty darn good career. And the left sideline, Ron Smith, nasty collision, almost a head-to-head, was able to earn those 7 yards.
Yeah. Unitas today would have been a free agent. He was a 9th-round draft pick, the 102nd pick by Pittsburgh. The coach said he wasn't smart enough and was cut and started construction that year.
Can you imagine that? Not smart enough. Incorrect. Unitas, 5-step drop, goes to the right side. Kellen Winslow, team leader in receptions. The great Kellen Winslow with the first down.
Now, I can't remember if this is true, but I believe they were going to freeze Johnny Unitas to think it was Disney.
A little misdirection there for Dickerson. Second quarter, ticking down. And Unitas, he gets it to Winslow. Winslow on that right sideline. Kellen Winslow, touchdown, Elite. Kellen Winslow with the "You Can't See Me."
Beautiful, beautiful. So what happened after that is he drove to Baltimore to try out. Had to borrow money. His grandfather asked him, don't try out for Baltimore. Decided to go anyway, and then eventually became the prototype for the modern-day quarterback.
Imagine all the terrible advice Johnny Unitas got if he would have listened to one person, Dan. Right? How many relatives, coaches saying you can't, and that believe in yourself, kids. That's all you got to do.
Believe in yourself.
Just imagine, he could have given up. Wow, so many negatives. Eric Metcalf, wow. Metcalf, so elusive, so fast, can cut on a dime and picked up 10 yards.
Yeah, not a bad run. Metcalf really outshining some of the more popular and well-known running backs on this field here today.
Yeah, well, he's got touchdowns in each of his first 2 games with Team Beowulf. And he rolls after being tackled and popped off another 7 yards.
I think he's going to compete for the him and OJ and Dickerson are maybe in a 3-way tie for rushing leader this year, the way these guys are running today.
Absolutely. 3rd and 3, I formation. Simpson up front in the fullback role. And Starr caught the defense. Sanders, and he got that first down. Got the 3.
Bart Starr, another late round draft pick. He entered the league in 1956 as the 200th pick in the 1700s.
Wow. Ball on their own 47 for Beowulf. And it's OJ. Got clocked right at the line of scrimmage. Might have got one. He did. 2nd and 9 from their own 48.
Couldn't break that tackle.
Reminder, folks, at halftime, Walt Harris, one of our other digital athletes here at UFF Sports, will join me as my halftime guest. Oh, and that pass is over the top again. Beats the secondary. And Charlie Sanders again. How did he get in behind those safeties? Another touchdown for Sanders. Wow. Dan, they're seeing something they like over with those safeties. I don't know how those receivers keep getting behind them. PAT was good, 42-10, and the touchback. As I was saying, Walt Harris will join me as a special guest, as a great charity to promote, as well as his NFTs, along with Eric Metcalf. Collection you can go grab, ultimatesportsnfts.com. Always love chatting with Walt. And also, Danny's an owner of Team The Originals. HB misdirection was the call there by Dickerson. Picked up maybe one.
It's interesting. Sanders is able to get downfield really well. Didn't run track. He was a baseball, football, and basketball player.
Seeing something they like. Unitas hit on the release, and it is intercepted. Another intercepted, 3rd of the day for Unitas. And Dan, you can tell this is not your typical Johnny Unitas. He is pressing here. And Beowulf with a chance again. Starr looking for a big one. Lots of time, but he did get hit. He got smashed. And Len Ford with another sack. As Starr had all day. The great Len Ford. Gino Marchetti leading Team Elite in sacks with 5.
So here's an interesting.
Ford got in on that on a turnover.
Oh wow, Len Ford.
Whoa, Len Ford. Now, Dan, that was strange. It was dropped and the referees made a quick decision there, but Len Ford with the turnover, yes, so Elite get the ball right back. Fast-paced action as we are closing out this first half.
Right.
Nice day for Len Ford. Couple sacks. That HB misdirection play. Dickerson. Looked like he had more space than he actually gained on that. Grabbed a couple.
The funny story about Eric Dickerson, he was supposed to he committed to Texas A&M before he chose SMU.
And there is another interception. Adderley, are you kidding me? Intended for Kellen Winslow and Herb Adderley with the 4th interception on Johnny Unitas. These defenses are flying all over the field, Dan. Beowulf going back and Metcalf getting stuffed. Jeez.
Yeah, Herb Adderley enshrined in the Hall of Fame in 1980. Played for Michigan State Spartans. And only player to appear in 4 of the first 6 Super Bowls.
4 of the first 6. Wow.
Yeah.
Pass defended there by Hanford Top Dog Dixon.
Yep, Adderley born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Area you know quite well.
That's my home.
Starr with the drop back. And Starr again taking that time, and he was incomplete. 4th and 6. They will be forced to punt, I believe.
So Bart Starr, 16 years in the NFL, led the league 3 times, league MVP 1 time, 17th rounder, Hall of Famer. He tried out for football his sophomore year and quit after 2 weeks. And his father said, "You're either going to work in our garden or you're going to play football." So both of these players were almost not even in the NFL, both Bart Starr and John Unitas.
Unbelievable. And what a career that they had. Unitas shuffled to the left, finds his man Winslow on that left side, going across his body. Gain of foul, but there's the holding call. Looks like it's coming back. And Kuchenberg, the center for the Elite. As Unitas had to scramble a little bit, so Elite really pinned. And Eddie George, did he grab it?
Yeah, it looks like he got that one.
He did. Yes, Eddie George. I mean, had to wait because it was a contested ball, but jump ball. Eddie George went up, beat Cliff Harris, and gets that huge reception, 20-plus yards. And Dickerson,
Eddie
nothing doing.
Eddie George, another Philly guy, just outside in the suburbs, but we'll accept him as our own.
You'll accept him out of the pistol at Unitas. And finds it that right sideline. Dickerson snags it and ripped off 8. So maybe just trying to get Dickerson involved in different ways since it's not really working out well handing him the ball.
Yeah, I like that play a lot. You get the running back out in the flat, gives space to run with the yards.
Oh, and Unitas looked like it. Oh, and it did come loose. Unitas dropped it. He got smashed, and then he dropped it, and it's a turnover on a fumble for Beowulf. And what field position from the Elite 22, just outside the red zone. Starr drops back for 5 steps, doing that middle spot again. And it's incomplete. Swatted away by Jake Scott.
The other interesting thing is Bart Starr wasn't even the starting quarterback on his high school team. His junior year, the starter broke his leg. Bart Starr went on to an undefeated junior year and All-American senior season.
All of these what-ifs. All the what-ifs. And how about that for a what-if? There's Casper. How the heck did he beat Jack Butler on that? He did. And Casper with a touchdown.
The tight ends, both tight ends are just destroying the Elite here, and you're not hearing much from their receivers. I haven't heard Mark Clayton's name one time.
No, and they're going for 2 here, Dan. Going for 2, play action to Metcalf, and Sanders with the 2-point conversion.
All day.
Wow.
They just throw that
50
ball.
burgers.
It's a good looking offense here. The blitzes aren't really working against them, and they're scoring some points. They're putting up a lot of points by keeping that extra tight end in the game.
Yeah. Both teams 1-1 in that tight Walter Camp division. The Beowulf looking to take some control. Great slate of games this week as we wrap up week 3 in the AFLL. As the second quarter ticks down, Malamalure with the holding call, so that will come back. Played for the Cleveland Browns and Buffalo Bills. 1st and 20. Out of the eye, Davis, and then Dickerson behind him. Dickerson with the call, and Dan, they just can't get around that left edge. Adderley coming up at quarterback, so they're putting the extra help to keep Dickerson pinned.
Herb Adderley is one of the greatest to play. Obviously, one of the greatest to play safety. 4 times first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, 1960s All-Decade Team, 3-time Super Bowl champ, 5-time NFL champ.
Jeez, quite the resume. Vaughn Johnson with the sack. As time ticks down in the second quarter, probably the last play of it. And it is incomplete. One more play. And the Elite will punt. Wise choice at their own 10-yard line after that 1st and 20 penalty really crippled any sort of attempt for a late half score.
We're going to be punting it off to Eric Metcalf here, so this is not a foregone conclusion.
No, you're right.
Going for it.
Oh, on 4th, okay. They said, forget the punt. We'll try it out. Unitas in that pocket. He waits, and it is incomplete as the second quarter comes to an end. Wow. That was bunches of scoring. We saw a bit of everything there.
Yeah, this is the first game I think that we've called where we've seen some really dominant running backs. And this is it's an interesting, we're seeing all different types of offenses and strategies being employed by all of these teams that we've been calling. And this is I haven't seen quarterbacks with this much time to throw in any of the games that we've called. So I'm really liking how the coaches are adapting to what they've seen on film in the first couple of weeks and really throwing up some points here, especially Team Beowulf.
Well, and the defense is there, Dan, just back and forth. We saw interception followed by a fumble recovery, followed by another interception, just all over the place. So each team having a lot of opportunity, but it's Beowulf who's been cashing in. And you know what? It's going to be an exciting second half. But first, let's watch my interview. I got the chance to catch up with our guy, Walt Harris, who's owner of the Originals here in the American Football Legends League, has his own NFT collection at ultimatesportsnfts.com, and has some great charity work too. Always fun to chat with Walt. Let's have a watch.
Welcome, everybody. Andy McNamara with you, head of football operations for UFF Sports, and I'm so happy to have my guy, Walt Harris, with us today because Walt, first-round pick in the NFL, Pro Bowl defensive back, and now I want to get how you feel being not just a player in the American football, but also of the team Originals, and having you as a player on the team, the owner. How's that been? That's a bit trippy.
Actually feels really good, really just being an owner. Just as you mentioned, you know, I get a chance now to look at things from the other side, and it comes from a total different perspective. And it's quite fun actually now because everything is in my hand. I get control of everything at this component. And now, you know, it's really fun because you get a chance now to call plays, all of the management components of it. It's really fun.
Well, and you got to say, look, you can tell the video game is the simulation is accurate because you're one of the top tacklers in the AFLL, just like in real life.
Hey, that's right. As long as they keep it that way, I won't have any problems with it.
That's right. And we talked about it back at the Pro Football Hall of Fame team. You had you as the captain, as the digital you as the building block. But what was your strategy through the draft? How did you want to build out your Legends team?
Well, for me, I wanted to start on the defense because as a defensive player, I understand it from the perspective that you got to have a good defense. As we've just watched the Super Bowl, the last play of the game, for the most part, came on the defensive side of the ball. And so for me, I wanted to build on a defensive perspective, have a strong defense. Obviously, we wanted to be very strong up front, great linebackers that can run sideline to sideline, and from that other perspective, from having a good secondary.
And hey, the Originals looking underway on YouTube, AFLL.live. You can watch, you can subscribe every game there, see the Originals, see all the Legends come back to life, no injuries, and enjoy it together there. Now, Walt, also, hey, you got your NFT set out, man. You got it out now on ultimatesportsnfts.com. You've been doing some interviews around the United States promoting it. For yourself, it's kind of that new era sports card, right? I got some sports cards in the back there, but this is the next level of this in a whole digital space. So for you to be in this NFT space, how cool is that for you to have, hey, I have the Walt Harris 5-set collection out there?
Oh, it's fun. It's fun just being able to sit back and look at it. And so just seeing your face on there, seeing the way that the NFTs are built through this league, through this platform is phenomenal. And so, hey, listen, anybody out there, listen, go get those NFTs, go buy some. Definitely Walt Harris will be extremely excited. But yeah, man, it's been really fun just to sit back and watch it. And the quality of the NFTs is something that really sets my mind at ease, really, because many times you just don't know how they're going to be made. But obviously on this platform, the NFTs are great and I love it. And so we'll see.
Yeah, you can get it right now. UltimateSportsNFTs.com. Get that Walt Harris 5 set. Now, Walt, I want to go back to the AFLL, the actual playing side, because again, it's about seeing the best of all time, no injuries, in their prime, going head to head. So when you're getting into this, you built your team, of course, but just in general, what are some of the matchups that you want to see? A what-if scenario that now we get to see play out in the AFLL. We saw things such as, Jim Brown facing opposite Lawrence Taylor, something you can never have and be able to do that. As a former player yourself, is there anybody you're looking forward to going up against? Maybe it's a quarterback, a receiver, covering. What are you looking forward to?
Well, sometimes I try to take myself out of the equation. I drafted Sean Taylor, one of my most favorite strong safeties. He was number one pick, really. And so just being able to see him match up with some of the elite running backs. Sean Taylor, I love his game, and just being able to see him tackle an Emmitt Smith or go against the Joe Montana and pick those footballs off. Just looking at it from that whole perspective as an athlete and just sitting back and enjoying, say, wow, we have nothing but talent on the football field, and now we get a chance to go head to head with some of the best.
Absolutely. And hey, you know what, guys? You can interact with Walt on Twitter at Walt Harris NFL, Instagram as well. Walt, you do some great charity work, and I want you to have a chance to plug what you've been up to and how people can find out more about what you're doing.
Yeah, sure. One of the things I'm really excited about, we're getting ready to start back up our mentorship huddle. I have a 501c3, which is called Official Pro Players Incorporated. And what that is a collective group of professional athletes that have come together on one platform to just do well in the community, find causes that we really back and want to support. And right now, we're getting ready to start up our mentorship huddle. It's called Catch of the Day Mentorship Huddle for Boys, all the way from middle school to high school. And what we do is just give them some fundamentals, some teachings from this perspective of branding, making sure that they don't fall in those same traps that we fell through when we were a whole lot younger. So we just want to give them, strategies and things such as that to kind of help build them up to be strong boys. So when they get older, they can be good men as well. And so just definitely go to officialproplayers.org. If you have a young son from middle school to high school, get them plugged in, get them a part of the mentorship huddle. We're going to kick that off sometime next month. And it's going to be a number of different professional athletes that's going to be coming on, talking to the kids, talking to each other, and just giving them good feedback.
Walt, that sounds amazing. Can't wait. We're going to have and make sure we help promote and share that on social media. Again, Walt's going to be pushing that on his social as well, at Walt Harris NFL. Walt, great stuff, man. Good luck to the Originals for the rest of the season, and I'm sure we'll see a Walt Harris pick 6 or 2 coming up.
Awesome.
Keep it real with real. I take all my problems to the field with the field.
Hey there, fantasy gals and guys. Have you ever had somebody say to you, that player has no fantasy value? Well, then they've obviously never been a part of Ultimate Franchise Fantasy Sports, where everyone's a player, from the superstar to the backup. They all contribute to a real-world title, and they do the same thing in UFFS. All of our leagues are based on real-world rosters, meaning you have to make the tough decisions as a fantasy owner or GM. Lineup, contract, and otherwise. It has the feel of owning an actual franchise minus the billion-dollar price tag. And we have so much more. A revolutionary scouting platform where bird dogs find the talent and then get paid off when they make it to the big leagues. Check out all the information at www.uffsports.com and find the hottest sports NFTs at ultimatesportsnfts.com. With UFFS, you own the game.
All right, everybody, we are back. Game of the week to wrap up week 3 in the American Football Legends League. Elite trailing Beowulf 50-10. I'm Andy McNamara, head of football operations for UFF Sports, alongside NFL alumni and NFL alumni executive Dan Esposito. And Dan, it'll be Beowulf starting this thing off. Let's see if they can add on to their 40-point lead.
That was great conversation you had with Walt there. I was looking into his stats, and it's really interesting story. He had his first All-Pro season very late in his career. Had a couple more follow-up years, very similar to that, but tore his ACL, and then that was his career. But he was an absolute beast of a player.
That's right. First round pick of the Bears as Metcalf grabs a couple more, and Pro Bowler with the 49ers. And now owner of the Originals in the AFLL.
God bleeds football. Lives it.
Absolutely. Great mind. 3rd and 6. And Star all day. Deep to the left side. And it is caught. Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith Jr. brings it down after they were pinned, and Bart Starr had all day long, gain of about 40, now in the elite territory. What a catch. Now that pitch to Metcalf, and he scuttled for about 3.
But Jimmy Smith, after he got cut by Dallas with an injury settlement, went to the Eagles, got cut there.
And Casper again. And he made one man miss. He ran right through him. He ran right through Dixon. And Casper is brought down at the 3. Dave Casper, the power. Wow. Dan, that was a 5-yard gain. He turned it to 25. 1st and goal at the 2. Eric Metcalf behind him. OJ at the fullback spot. And it is a touchdown for Eric Metcalf. 3 games, and all 3 weeks he's had a touchdown. The great Eric Metcalf pops in 6. And they're going for 2 again, Dan. Ruthless. And Star just got it away. And Casper, they got the 2. 58-10 now for Beowulf.
Jimmy Smith Jr. after that went on to the Jags, 2-time Super Bowl, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 5-team Pro Bowl, reception leader, left the league as the 11th player, 11th most catches, or 11th most yards in league history, and this is from a guy who was nearly out of the league twice.
Incredible. Pistol formation with Dickerson in the back. And he found some room up the middle there. So maybe the edges were pinned. Now Dickerson with a 3-yard gain. Maybe some room up the middle for the elite. And this is a tough spot, Dan, because you're down by so much. You don't want to abandon the run game, but yet you almost have to at some point.
Yeah, I think that point would probably be now. However, Elite Beowulf scored 58 points in the first half, or 51.
Well,
you see if Elite can go on a run here as well.
Yeah, you're right. And that's the thing again, folks, with the AFL, you're never out of the game. 2 wide out left. You had Winslow on that left side. And incomplete, though, off the fingertips of Kellen Winslow, who's been a stud so far this year. And just seems, Dan, like Unitas and this offense of the Elite are just trying to find something that works.
Yeah, and I don't think they've got that yet. It might just be that the defense of Beowulf is just too strong today.
Just having too good of a day. Absolutely. Unitas, lots of time, though. Left side, and it is again broken up. Herb Adderley. Those cornerbacks on Beowulf, we talk about the offense, but the corners for Beowulf have been stellar, taking away weapons like Urban, Winslow.
Yeah, Ricky Jackson, really interesting story. He broke his jaw in a game, got it wired shut, and came back the next week to play the next game.
Wired shut and came back to play.
Yeah.
Wow. I couldn't even imagine the pain as Bart Starr off that turnover. Goes deep to the end zone, and it is intercepted. It's intercepted in the end zone. Hanford top dog Dixon rumbled out to the 11, and Dixon with the interception gives the Elite some new life. So again, Dan, turnover results in another turnover, and let's see what the Elite can do here. And Winslow, gain of a couple. Actually, Dan, interesting story. Hanford Top Dog Dixon and Frank Minifield, who's on Beowulf, were the ones that founded the Dog Pound in Cleveland. The name the Dog Pound back in the 80s.
Interesting. I'm going to have
They're
to
on
do a little
opposite
research
sides.
for our next game.
I'm a Browns junkie, so I just know that one.
Yeah.
Pistol formation there for the Elite. With Dickerson out of the backfield and under 9 minutes to go, Rod Smith Jr. Another catch. They're finding that way about that 5-yard out, Dan, that might be working. We saw similar success with Immortals and Fury last week where Immortals tried to dink and dunk their way a little bit. But not enough, and they'll have to punt. So the turnover, they get away from it. Back-to-back turnovers, no points. And the punt pinned right at the 15. Great punt by Fiegels. Never good, Dan, when your punter might be your best player.
It's an interesting thing. We've got the Browns and the Packers, two very kind of brown paper bag names. And then you've got a team like the Commodores that everybody hates. The Browns and the Packers names are well respected.
Yeah, that's right. O.J. Simpson stuffed up for a loss. 2nd and 10 at the 15. Their own 15. Metcalf in the backfield. And did go right over the top again with the completion. This time Hudson. And he got 10. Smeared that. Ripped it out of the air. And a first down for Starr.
John Hudson was the first
And they are marching.
First 1,000-yard receiver in NFL history, Don Hudson.
First 1,000, and that was obviously in less than 16 games as well, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Now, he is considered the first modern day wide receiver.
O.J. Simpson got 2, and the linebackers, Tommy Novus, Mo Lewis, and Ted Hendricks, trying to contain these dynamic running backs of Beowulf. 3rd and 3 from their own 32. Can the Elite get another stop and try another chance? They're going on that wide side. And Charlie Sanders having himself a day here, Dan. A couple touchdowns and a first down there. Starr looking for another one. A dart, and it's caught by Metcalf, who shakes off a defender. Metcalf turned invisible. They grab 9, 2nd and 1 at the 39.
So another interesting story about how a guy goes from relatively unknown to NFL superstar.
And OJ, nothing doing there. Tommy Novus.
Charlie Sanders, his senior year in college, was only had 21 receptions for 276 yards and just 2 touchdowns, but was selected by the Lions in the 3rd round of the 68 draft and became their starting tight end for the next 10 years.
Gee, we must have saw something there. Like 3rd and 1, another deep pass, and Charlie Sanders, are you kidding me? Charlie Sanders with another touchdown, the backup tight end of Beowulf. Him and Bart Starr connect. A cannon arm by Star to Sanders.
3-time first-team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler. Barely played college football.
Dan, there's so many different paths to greatness. So many different paths. I just can't get over how many people just kept telling Johnny you're no good. Like,
oh yeah.
And we'll see if he can do a little bit better here. 65-10, Beowulf leading the Elite. 5:43 remaining in the third quarter. They'll start at their own 25. I formation. Davis and Dickerson. It's that play action.
Terrell Davis, another 2,000-yard rusher, but not given many chances today.
No, and not a long career, obviously. Von Johnson with the sack. Unitas, the play action didn't fool Johnson, and he just ran right through Kuchenberg at that center spot.
However, 2-time Offensive Player of the Year, 3-time All-Pro. Short career, but what an outstanding.
Oh, no doubt. And Dickerson stays in bounds, got on his tiptoes, and made a gain of 12 out of a tough catch. But Dickerson showcasing that talent as a receiver. And Unitas drop back, waits over the middle, and it right in his hands. Oh, damn, they needed that one. Intended for Novacek. Right in his hands, and you can see him shaking his head. Those are plays you cannot afford to not convert on if you're the Elite on this day.
Especially down 55 points.
Well, that's it. Unitas got it off. And did Irvin catch that?
Looks like it, absolutely. That was an incredible catch for Irvin.
Wow. The playmaker, double coverage. You had the linebackers on him. I think that might have been Ricky Jackson on one of them, maybe a safety. I formation given to Dickerson, and they just can't get the edges, Dan, whether it's the right or left side. Ricky Jackson, loss of 1. Going right back to that eye. And with the pitch at Dickerson, well, they're sticking with it, but only picked up a pair.
So the rest of that story was Texas A&M potentially gave Eric Dickerson a Pontiac Trans Am, which when he decommitted, got destroyed. People think it might have
somehow got destroyed. Well, Jay Novacek just destroyed that coverage.
Yeah. Dickerson denies that he received the car from Texas A&M, but he did have it. He did have the car.
Right. And Terrell Davis with that FB smack. Davis again with the fullback roll, carries, converts on that 4th down.
Yeah, Michael Irvin
keeping
actually,
it alive.
He was the 15th child of 17.
15 of 17.
15th of 17. Definitely not the runt of the litter.
No. No, not at all. Unitas going to the right sideline with a quick flip.
Well, it's interesting. He thought he had a career-ending injury against the Eagles, but he brought him back to life here as well.
Brought him back to life here as well. And it's Irvin. Irvin grabbed it. Irvin converted back-to-back. Really great catches by Michael Irvin, showing off why he's the playmaker. Had a terrific reception earlier in the game. And Irvin might be the elixir that the Elite's offense has been looking for. 1st and goal. Ball to Beowulf 7. Drop back is Unitas. Stands tall. Goes for Winslow. Touchdown! Elite! Kellen Winslow finds the end zone again.
That's what sparks it tonight.
Stover with the PAT. It is good. Matt Stover Dan has been perfect all year on field goals. Coming into the game was in 6th place, 8 for 8 on field goals, and a perfect 5 for 5 on extra points.
Long-time Baltimore Raven.
Great. And it'll be Beowulf coming back on the touchback, up 65-17. About 27 to go in the third. Setting up in that eye. Bart Starr, you got to respect that play action, but the heat coming, and Bart Starr is blown up, and it's a fumble. Gino Marchetti, they didn't turn the ball over, but Gino Marchetti with the sack, and he's the team leader in sacks. That is his 6th of the year. Third and 21 now on that incompletion. Starr had to throw it away with the pressure coming. A long 3rd and 21. All time for Starr. Wide open. Eric Metcalf, and he beats his defender. And Metcalf is sprinting, galloping down the sidelines, and he is finally tackled at the 45 in elite territory. Metcalf turns invisible again.
It's a unique
and they go right back to the air.
Tony
Sanders. Wow. Yeah, went with that little triplet to the left, and it worked. Elite defense caught off guard and sacked Bart Starr. Marchetti, 2nd sack right there as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. 2nd sack on this drive. The defensive line looks to be doing their job here, Dan, but the secondary is just getting ripped apart by Beowulf.
I mean,
2nd and long. Oh my. And there's O.J. Simpson. And they get almost all of that back from those sacks and those penalties. 3rd and 5 now. And Starr looking end zone again, and touchdown! A touchdown again, beating the safeties over the top. Don Hudson with the major.
Yeah, Bart Starr's really getting a lot of time, and his drop, they're blitzing him, but he is dropping back so far, giving himself a lot of extra time to find guys like Dave Casper, Don Hudson wide open.
That's right, and the 2-point conversion there did not convert, as we are in the 4th quarter.
With Don Hudson, 8-time All-Pro, 4-time All-Star, 8-time reception leader, 7-time yard leader, 9-time touchdown leader, 5-time scoring leader. He also was an interception leader. Another guy that almost didn't play because they offered him so little. They offered him a little money a game. They ended up paying him $300 a game, the most by any player ever.
Unbelievable. And there's Leroy Kelly, the great Leroy Kelly. Grabs that out of the air in tight coverage for a pickup of 6. They're trying something different with Leroy Kelly on that right wing. Unitas went left, and they just missed on that first down, 1 yard short.
It's interesting. Both of these teams, I believe, are only carrying 3 receivers, 3 running backs with Beowulf, 4 running backs with Elite.
Oh, and that's Terrell Davis. That fullback smash play has worked every single time there, Dan, where they're gaining chunks of 4 or 5 yards, and they get the first down again there.
I want to keep going to it, but it could be too little, too late. Yeah.
Have to go with the running, and they do. And Terrell Davis, yes, this time to the left, and it works for a pickup of 7. So Terrell Davis,
so what I like here,
bigger back, but we know quick feet.
Sorry about that. What I like here is we're feeling each other out here, and that may be a play that they go to in the next game that they play because they know it's working in this game, but they may not want to show it too much going forward in this game.
Right. Well, and that's a great point. That's a great point, Dan, as Unitas throws the ball away to the right. This is a division game, so they will meet again later on in the season. And they do move the pile for the first down. Trying to get deeper into Beowulf territory. Now just over the 50. Got Dickerson in the back. And that is over the top. It's high. It's intercepted. It is intercepted. Going for broke. Trying for Kellen Winslow. Herb Adderley. An INT again. And really, Dan, I guess they had no choice. You have to keep going for it now, right?
Yeah, there really is no choice. But then you look at who you've got back there in the free safeties. I mean, you've got a very strong defensive backfield with Team Beowulf, with Adderley, Harris, Mike Haynes, Mayfield, Asante Samuel, Terry McDaniel, who's in with nickel and dime. I mean, every one of those guys can cover.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And now when they know you have to throw as well, of course, you can game plan accordingly. Off of another interception. And despite the desperation, this is going to be an ugly stat line for the great Johnny Unitas. 3rd and 6 for Beowulf at the Elite 27.
Looks like Elite's going to be bringing some heat this point.
You see, trying to crash that line. Didn't get to it. Just a perfect slant over the middle. Charlie Sanders, gain of 15. 1st and goal at the 10 in the red zone. Let's see what they have there. And they have to throw it away, that left corner of the end zone. 2nd and goal. Now they move O.J. Simpson, the fullback side, to the left. As Starr drops back and waits and waits and throws, and Simpson, gain of 5 on the completion. Third and goal on the Elite 6. There's Starr, and he gets eaten up. Jim Marshall.
Finally
Jim Marshall with the sack. Yes. Finally bust through.
Interesting that O.J. Simpson was the first selection in the dual 1969 AFL NFL Common Draft. Obviously chosen by the Buffalo Bills. They were 1-12 the season before. 1-12-1.
4th down, they're going for it. And it's the end zone all alone, but it's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. Eddie Meter with the INT in the back of the end zone as Beowulf was trying to rack up the score. So it's for a touchback. What can Elite do here? Right sideline, short, Winslow is able to collect probably 3. So lots of opportunities here, Dan. Interceptions, fumbles, turnovers all over the place by both teams, but it's been really Beowulf that has been able to take advantage, mainly. Novacek for 12. As Unitas reared back to unleash that one. Anderson got the 2 wideouts on the right. And Dickerson found some space, finally got that edge, but still, Dan, still not very much room. Looked like he broke the 1 tackle, but still couldn't quite get that edge. They were really bringing up Adderley to take away that corner on the left. Now the pistol triples on the left, and they go to the right side. Lots of space for Kellen Winslow. And I like that play, Dan. Move Winslow all along to the right.
Yeah, I can only think that Elite may want to look for potentially some offensive line if they're going to compete against a team like Beowulf, because they're having a really difficult time running. And that may be the key.
Whoa, and there's
to
Dickerson.
making it to the
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good idea there, Dan. Yeah, try to improve on that O-line. Dickerson finally broke through. It took all game, and he Go right back to him on the right side for a gain of 2. He picked up 7 the previous play on the ground. Now it might be, Dan, I wonder, just trying to see for the next time they play what a weakness might be. See if they can exploit. Try some different things. And see what happens. Oh, another interception. Cliff Harris with the interception. And he ran it back for about 4 yards. So just when United started getting a rhythm, turns the ball over as he was looking for Novacek. .5:58 to go in the fourth.
Obviously not enough time to mount a comeback here, but if they can score some points and maybe later in the season there's a tiebreaker based on points, that may serve Team Elite later on in the year. So definitely not a time to give up. We'll see what they're made of here.
Right. Hey. An excellent point. To just try to do as much as you can in this game as Beowulf retains possession on that holding call. O.J. Simpson, gain of 4. And Beowulf doing a little up-tempo here. And Eric Metcalf, oh, he nearly got away, Dan. He gained 2, but he nearly got away. Just getting the ankles that his old teammate Hanford Dixon.
He should have tied his shoes there. I think he got his shoestrings.
That's right. And Starr being chased. And he shook off the tackle. Hudson with the first down. I thought Marchetti had him there, Dan. Bart Starr
I don't know
just shook
how
him off
Bart
the
Starr
shoulder.
got out of that tackle. That was incredible. Marchetti's not a guy to miss many tackles, and Bart Starr got a great pass off there.
Wow, he's got a couple sacks today already. Going to OJ, who has, I believe, 2 touchdowns today. And, boy, O.J. Simpson has been a force, as has Eric Metcalf, as has Dave Casper, and Hudson, and Sanders.
So O.J.
And they love over the middle. Oh, there's Hudson. Don Hudson shook off 1 tackler, make it 2. Touchdown, Beowulf. Don Hudson again, and exploiting the middle of that field, whether it's the safeties or the linebackers being beat. Another touchdown. And they're going for 2. And Casper with the 2-point conversion.
So an interesting story about Simpson, another guy who almost didn't make it to the NFL. Even though he was drafted, the Bills didn't want to pay him, so he told them he was going to quit football and become an actor. What they did instead was award him the largest contract in professional sports history, $650,000 over 5 years.
Another what-if scenario. So many, if you just think how one decision could go the other way, whether it's for Unitas or Star or whatever. Elite with the ball here, out of the eye play action, and Unitas. Now he tried to go over the middle, and he gets it to Winslow. Kellen Winslow, who's been sensational all year long. A tough catch there. And you see Michael Irvin again for a gain of 10. Beowulf defense maybe going a little soft here as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Yep. Well set up in the I formation. Out of the I. Gave it to Davis in that fullback smash. And Dan, it seems every time they do it, he gets at least 4 yards.
That may be a strategy for later. I think they need to hold that, keep that in their mind, not show it too much in this game.
Unitas.
Because
incomplete.
Because if you can run the ball and keep Team Beowulf offense off the field, that may be the strategy in their next matchup.
Yeah. Rod Smith was hot in the first half. Haven't heard from him too much in the second half.
I would have liked to see an
looking
audible
for
left receiver. He had a safety playing about 15 yards back off from him. He could have maybe audible into a quick out route and seen that slot receiver get a few yards.
Unitas looks rattled today.
Yeah.
Interceptions, fumbles, just not today. That going back to the Twins on the left side. Michael Irvin with the first down, the playmaker. Racking up those catches. And that's the thing, Dan, in the AFLL, every player is good or great. So it's how do you use those guys? It's all about finding that right play, that right formation to get that done, as Haynes tackles Dickerson for a loss. Time ticking down. Unitas, left sideline. Complete to Novacek. Only a couple, though. And out of the pistol. Wide out split. You got Eddie George on that right side. Irvin on the left. A nice catch and run there by Dickerson to make it a doable third down here. This will be one of the last plays of the game as we're at, it's about 20 seconds. 3 wide receiver, triple bunch on the right. Winslow alone on the left. 4th and 4. You might as well go for it. Got it away and
He caught it.
incomplete.
No, I think he caught that one.
Oh, no, it's turned over to
no.
Beowulf. Looked like, yeah, it was close, Dan. It looked like he ruled incomplete, but that was definitely close to see if he got it in. And Eric Metcalf, boy, he nearly broke away again. He got past Marshall, but Novus able to bring Metcalf to the turf. What a game for him, for Simpson. Tough to pick a player of the game on the Beowulf side, that's for sure. Woo! 79-17 is the final. And that's a tough one for Team Elite. Both teams coming in 1-1 and really trying to see where you fit in right now this early in the season in the division. So a lot of season to go, full 16-week regular season. But tonight, Team Beowulf sent a message.
Yeah, I mean, friction creates fire, and Beowulf had such an easy game that they may not go back to watch the film to see why they were successful, but they may have had so much success that they won't know how to game plan for Elite going forward.
That's interesting, Dan. So what you're saying is, yeah, there might be an overlook or a hey, this was too easy, and maybe take them for granted when they play later in the season.
Yeah, I mean, if they had some success against them, good success, they may not even go back and watch the film here. That's the thing. I mean, when you lose a game like this, you want to go back and you want to see where can you improve, where can you get better. So, it's that fire. So we'll see if they have that and they come back in the next meeting and potentially see a better outcome than they had against Beowulf this time.
So, Dan, if you're looking at Team Elite here, and they showed spurts, they had spots, you had Irvin, Winslow, Dickerson, they found something they liked with Terrell Davis. What would you recommend to them? Looking at this, where do you have to get better if you're Team Elite?
Well, I think ball management is really the first thing that you want to look at, because they had some good success running Terrell Davis on that fullback smash up the middle. So, and that'll keep the ball out of Beowulf's hands. And you want to see a closer game, and that may be the key to their next meeting.
Well, we'll have to see. That will be down the road. That wraps up week 3 in the American Football Legend League, folks. Make sure you're giving us a follow on Twitter at the AFLL, on Instagram at the UFAFL, Dan at Almighty Espo, myself at Andy MC81, and of course, watch and subscribe to the YouTube channel you're watching right now, AFLL.live. We'll post separately. If you missed the Walt Harris interview, it was a great chat. We're going to post that separately. You can see my conversations with Eric Metcalf and Lionel Dalton from earlier this season. So, Dan, final thoughts before we say goodbye?
Final thoughts is I want to get some game film here and take a look at it because I'm going to be playing these teams next in the next couple of weeks. So we're just having a lot of fun and hopefully we can bring on some more fans. And we're really looking forward to having a great season leading into the championship. And follow us, watch us. Let's see how this inaugural season goes.
Yeah, and Dan is, of course, the owner, manager, play caller of Heroes FC. All right, folks. For the IKS crew, for Dan, I'm Andy. You've been watching the American Football Legends League Game of the Week.